So this is our Eagles on rye. It's a 95.5 mash bill, 95% rye, 5% malted barley, aged for 4 to 6 years in new charred American oak, and then finished for a full year in Cardi rum barrel. We use Bacardi Ocho, so it infuses a lot of that like maple sugar sweetness onto it, but you still get a lot of those baking spices from the rye. So it's kind of like, I always liken it to the like salt acid that keep where you like want different levels of different flavors, and then they come together to make something completely unique and brand new.
Phenomenal.
So yeah,
I'm excited. Well, now I want to sip.
Yeah.
I guess
it's 100 proof.
Ooh,
100 proof. Can I set it on fire? Can I set it on fire?
No. You know what? Shockingly, I haven't tried. But very down to try.
Yeah. You might try it today.
Why not?
You never know.
Yeah.
Now we have homework.
Cheers,
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers, my dudes.
Oh, that's smooth.
Yeah, that tastes flammable.
For 100
That
proof.
tastes
Tastes flammable.
Meaning I think I can say
Yeah, no, you got to follow that up a little bit.
I'll bring that back to brand.
You're missing a note here.
Like, I could probably set that on fire. Not like it tastes like gasoline. That's
Right.
what I meant. Sorry. I think that's so wrong.
Fine.
Okay, anyways.
I'm just
welcome back,
deeply
everyone.
offended.
Yeah, right?
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. I'm going to give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite restaurant. Like, perspective.
Somehow it's less awkward when we're able to look at each other during that pause.
Oh, yeah.
Before, it's just everyone would just kind of look ahead.
Yeah.
And he would just keep playing sounds, and we'd just kind of be like, what do I do with my hands?
So you're like, you know the like Kristen Wiig SNL bit when she has tiny hands?
Yeah. For me, it's always
I
Ricky
don't know why
Bobby.
that's my instinct when I'm wearing long sleeves.
I must hide my hands.
Yeah.
Immediately look like you're plotting something. For me, it's always Ricky Bobby. It's like,
Yeah.
the car drove real good.
I always think of Spear Fingers from Bring It On.
Ooh.
These aren't Spear.
These.
Spear Fingers.
Hell yeah.
So I sent that to the security guard at my job a couple days ago because he texted me that the splints were taking off of his pinkies from whooping so much ass. He had beat so much ass that he had to put his hand in like almost saying like cast.
Like at the door?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
downtown
things
LA.
happen.
Yeah, I cannot wait to come back here.
Oh, not this
Not this
location.
place.
Not this place. Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah, no one's had to get their ass whipped here.
Yeah.
Almost, but
I'll be the first.
Wow. Well, you heard it here first.
There you go.
Yeah. So what's up, motherfucker? How y'all?
Huzzah. Bitches.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
It was hard not to look at you.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at you, but it's also at the
do you have a catchphrase?
No. I'm sitting here realizing I should have studied.
Just whatever comes to your head.
Yeah.
You just showed up on test day.
Listen, I'm charming.
Yo, that's a catchphrase.
There you go.
There you go.
No, please don't let that be mine. I do not need a bar set that high.
What's your catchphrase?
Yeah.
I'm charming.
Yeah.
More like I'm really awkward. But I'll laugh.
All good. Whatever
Yeah.
gets you there. But
Yeah.
thank you again for actually being willing to come on the show, even though you were only on for a small bit.
Oh my
You
god.
trusted us enough to come on for a full episode. So,
Yeah.
thank
Listen,
you for that.
I love attention. No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
you
No.
come to the right place.
Yeah, there you go. Get it all. Yeah.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, of
I
course.
really had so much fun chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
awesome.
fun thing to do.
Yeah.
It is
one of those like weird parts about being on the rep side is I miss that like daily connection with like a bar team.
Yeah.
Where I have my coworkers and I have my local team, but like there's so much that you do that like while it's within a bigger network of people, a lot of it is still like isolated movement.
Yeah.
And it's nice to like sit in a room of like bartenders shooting the shit and people who have like been behind the stick before and like done all those things. Cause a lot of commercial team is all sales, which is awesome.
Yeah.
They're killing it. They're so good at their job, but like there's that like little bit of oomph, you know, that's like missing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love bartenders.
They don't have the chaos that bartenders have.
Manic energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It comes with the experience. I mean, you actually have to put the time in.
Mhm.
You know, I think that goes for every field, though. You know, I mean, for bartenders especially, because you're so front centered, like you are the showman, so to speak.
Really?
For everyone, and you're the showman, you're the spokesperson, you're so many things. You have to wear so many hats, and I think that's why a lot of times, you know, people leave the service industry and immediately go into a sales type of job.
Real estate.
I was trying not to say I was trying not to say it.
Classic trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either real estate or OnlyFans from what I've seen.
We have a bottle of the Ocho.
Oh, hell yeah. I love doing side by side.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Ira actually really like this. Our rep, he fucking loves it. So giving it a second taste,
Yeah.
I can hit that finish.
Yeah.
Because this
Is it
is
Max?
pretty.
Everybody
pretty
likes the
sweet.
finish.
So it's really good though.
Yeah. Is Max? Is it Eddie or Max?
Eddie.
I love Eddie.
Yeah.
I mean, I also love Max. I love them both, but that sounded like I had a preference. I don't.
You heard it here first. He hates you, Matt. Do better.
No, Max,
Eddie, you're all right.
No, I love everyone. Yeah, I love everyone.
We've had Eddie on before.
Of course you have. He is actually one of the most charming people I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, he's so fucking cool.
He was born to be on camera. Such a good looking, suave guy.
Yeah.
So kind.
I thought I turned it off.
Wait, who is this again?
Eddie.
Eddie? Okay.
Eddie Zamora.
Okay.
I think it's his last name.
Okay. Yeah.
So the episode we had him on, you couldn't make it that day.
God.
That was
Oh, you
back
really
in,
missed out.
Yeah.
He's lovely.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. That was back Christmas, Thanksgiving-ish, 2023.
Oh.
And you had to work.
Okay.
And we ended up, he came on and did a little bit of a interview before, like on the front end of an episode.
Yeah,
and
he literally showed up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he did. Like,
so
that's
cool.
how much love he showed us. So we love Eddie here too. So shout out to you as
I
well.
love him. Hi, Eddie. You're doing such a good job. Your reach goes so far.
Yeah, Matt. Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
Max is also lovely.
Or Max. Yeah,
Max.
I haven't met Max.
Shout out to Max.
Yeah.
Oh
shout out
yeah,
to
Max.
so.
That's a max.
Yeah, you guys would love Max. He's a stand-up comedian. Has
shit.
personality of the wazoo. He can talk to anybody.
Oh, bet. Okay.
You can have a good time with that guy no matter what mood you're in. He's very good at being just like making sure you have fun.
I love that.
You know, but also hearing you.
Yeah.
That's a good. Who was a bartender, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. I was
Yes.
like, that sounds like bartender skill set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you miss working at 7th and Grand?
$7,000?
Yeah. 7th Grand. Yeah.
You know,
it's so hard not to call it that because we work in the area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Because
why
for us, it's on 7th and Grand.
Yeah. But it's just called 7th Grand.
I remember when I worked there, people would come in and be like, I've been in the San Diego location. And I was like, oh, well, we're the original one.
Basically,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
No, I've now met the team in San Diego. They're fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny having people come from different locations. Or it's like when people would be like, why is it called $7,000? I'd be like, well,
Look outside.
well, where are you? Well, 2 guesses.
Yeah. Pull up Google Maps and look at your dot.
I love it when simplicity works.
Yeah.
You know, you see a lot of places that try to keep it simple with whenever they're naming something, and it just falls so flat.
Yeah.
But that is perfect to call it like $7,000 CDMX
Yep.
Zaya.
Yeah.
Like very, very short.
Yeah.
Very, very easy to say.
Yeah.
So it's very easy
Even
to send
drunk as
people to a
fuck, you
place.
can say it.
Yeah. Yep. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, it works. Yeah.
I don't know if you can climb up to 7
Right.
grand.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Let's see.
Look, by the time you get up there, you're sober.
Yeah. Ready to start the beginning.
No, I mean, I look back on my time there so fondly.
Yeah.
I have my best friends are people who I met there.
Yeah.
I miss, there was like you know how like every now and then you come across a bartending job where everyone behind the bar just kind of like, you still get shit done and customers still have fun. You still make all your cocktails. You still do all the things, but also there's like those magical shifts where you just get to like fuck around for a while.
Yeah.
And that was so much of my time at 7 Grand was like just being like shooting the shit, fucking around. Like there's this bartender, he still works there. His name's Eden. He's also a very talented DJ. But we would have the pleasure when you worked there, they wanted you to know everything you could about whiskey. They were like they leaned very heavily into the education aspect of it, which is what drew me there in the first place. But after a while, there's like this wall where you guys have been there.
Yes. Yeah.
There's just like hundreds of
It's
whiskey
intimidating.
on the wall behind the bar.
Really is. Yeah.
And you get to a point where you're just like, I don't even know what I haven't tried. And when I would work Sundays with Eden, we would do this thing where we would just take receipt paper and ball it up and throw it behind us. Is what we would try that day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Just so much fun. My last night there, I've worked with kids like my whole life. And I was still babysitting a lot when I worked at 7 Grand. And I worked with this family who had all these like weird kooky things in their house. And they were getting rid of a saxophone one day. It was like a working saxophone. Their dad just bought it at Goodwill because he thought it was like goofy and silly. And I was like, what are you going to do with this? And they were just going to donate it. And I was like, have it? Like, yeah, sure. So I took it with me and I put it in Bar Jackalope. And I would get drunk and play it. I do not play the saxophone. My last night, instead of doing last call, I begged the manager. I was like, please let me play the saxophone. So, like, 1:30 comes around and I'm probably one of the drunkest I've ever been in my entire life. Behind the bar, just like spitting into his
You're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, the saxophone is also no longer there.
And we retired both you and the saxophone same night. Imagine that.
Just truly just a crew of people who are so silly and take so much pride in what they do at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like the era that I was there was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it was great. Like, I mean, I think we touched on this really briefly because Martha was there when we were recording last, and her and I worked there. Me, Martha, and then this other girl, Jackie, who, I mean, I don't know. I could say so many wonderful things about so many people, but Jackie is also a very close friend of mine. She's someone who I hold very near and dear to my heart. And it was the three of us and then just a bunch of dudes.
Just dudes.
And truly dudes. Like, while I was there, they hired one gay guy, and his name's Chava, and he still watches my cats for me. Love Chava. But it was always this like, it was always interesting because like being a woman in whiskey is it's only interesting in America. When you get outside of America, in Scotland or Ireland or even Europe, it's just everybody just drinks it. Like there's no sort of like stereotypes associated to these things. But like being a whiskey girl is like such a thing in the States, which is so weird to me, where it feels almost like pick me energy.
Okay.
And I'm not, I just like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. But you would get, especially because there used to be in the back bar, it's now just like a satellite bar that they use, but it used to be this bar called Jackalope, where you could do private whiskey tastings. And I went through, we like jokingly called it whiskey college. It was like a 6-week class. And at the end, there was a 100 question test and a practical that you had to pass in order to be a curator there.
Wow.
So, like I said, they take it very seriously.
Yeah.
So I like did the whole thing. I did it with Martha. Martha and I did it together. And then I worked as a curator for a little while in the back bar. And I wore whatever the fuck I wanted. I will be super honest. I think that any sort of standards that people put on like, hey, you should dress like modestly or appropriately when you're in these scenarios, like, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm still bartending.
Yeah.
And if I feel comfortable and I feel empowered, then I don't give a fuck what you think about what I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
there you go.
wow, what a ding.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yeah. But I would show up in just like summer dresses and suit jackets and heels, whatever.
Yeah.
And the way that men would talk to me was so intense. Like there were so many times where people thought I was the host. They thought I was a server. And there would be a lot of nights where I was the only curator back there.
Oh,
and they'd be like, oh yeah, we're waiting for our curator. And I was like, wow, I'll let you know when they get here. But it's again, something that is, because I had the pleasure of chatting once with, there's this woman, her name's Rachel Berry. She's absolutely wonderful. She's the master distiller for Brown-Forman. So she does Glasa. She does, God, I'm so sorry, Jesse. I won't remember the other ones. But she does she's responsible for an expression from Ardbeg that I really like. Mm-hmm. And I got to sit next to her at a dinner once, and I was asking her these questions. I was like, as a woman in whiskey, like, I'm really curious, what was your journey like in such like a male dominated field? How did you feel about it? And she looked at me and she was like, I just work. I just do the job. I don't identify in that way. And like on Women's Day, a lot of these, like, especially European female master distillers, and it's not to knock it, it's not to denigrate it at all, it's just so foreign to be like, why would I attach my gender identity to my job?
Right. Yeah.
Which is the goal of equality.
Right.
But anyway, I don't even know how I got started talking about that.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because I saw that you had presented at the Women in Bourbon conference. It was like for SoCal and NorCal.
Yeah.
And so how did that go? And then what kind of got you into that?
It was great.
Yeah.
Truly. And it was a big thing for me at 7 Grand as well. I am really, really passionate about educating women specifically on whiskey and breaking down what that barrier is, especially because it's not all just one thing. It's not Fireball. Like it's not these like more party brands. And it's also not something that just your grandpa drank.
Right.
It's like, I liken it a lot to like when people say they don't like reading and you say you just haven't found the right book. That's how I feel about whiskey. Yeah. Because it's such a wide category with so many different flavors and it works so well in so many different cocktails. Yeah. And so a lot of times I'll try specifically to reach out to women because I feel like the most important thing to do is to normalize it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So and a lot of that is just breaking down preconceived notions about what it is or what it should be or how you should drink it. Like you can have it as more than just a shot in a beer and old fashioned.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, that's one of my favorite things about going to Kentucky actually is that they will put bourbon in just as many cocktails as they do tequila here. Yeah, so like you go there and you're like, oh,
there's many other things I can do with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So to answer your question specifically, it's It's one of my personal goals in working in whiskey world is to work with organizations like that. And to speak to bourbon women, it's not specifically just women who can join. It's open to he, she, they, them. Men can join. Like if you're non-binary, you can join. It's more about calling women to the forefront to say, hey, we're all welcome.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of whiskey clubs that I've presented at, which are whiskey clubs and are absolutely open to anyone and everyone. Yeah. But because of the prestige around them, it feels like it's this upper echelon of straight men.
The boys club.
A boys club.
Yeah. There's a lot in that side.
All right.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just going to keep drinking.
Okay.
No. I feel rude not asking you questions about yourselves.
Actually, no. The people out there, they know enough about us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is about you.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And we've done this for long enough. We know when to jump in. Like now.
Yeah.
So one of the things I kept thinking about as you were telling those stories about your experience, and then the way that the conversation kind of shifted and you were both talking, I just realized that how you said it's only here. You know, and I know that a lot of times, especially on a podcast, we have a tendency to try to talk down to, educate, well, however you want to say it. But I mean, really, it's the same no matter where you go. It's different no matter where you are. So my point in that is like, so here in the States, we have a lot of people who have a lot of opinions. And therefore, if you don't share their opinion, then they feel as though you aren't the same as them anymore. And it's like, bruh, you live like 500 to 800 miles away from me. Like, we have nothing else in common other than sometimes what we drink. But instead of allowing those things to bring us together, we allow a lot of these preconceived notions to kick in and say like, oh, well, you only drink this, or you're only allowed to have that. Put it in a man glass. You know, all of these different fucking things that like people say, but they don't even remember. They don't even realize why they're saying.
It's coming from.
It's just like, oh, I'm just supposed to do this. I'm just supposed to say this. I'm just supposed to feel that way.
Yeah.
And you don't even understand the amount of things you're closing yourself off from. You know, whiskey is a great spirit. It's not that it's for men or for women. I remember. I mean, I'm old enough to remember, like when I was first getting into drinking, I was always told that whiskey was just for guys.
Right.
And then after a while, I started noticing that a lot of younger women were drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
But it was starting to be looked at with them drinking it like, oh, they're drinking it because they don't know what to drink, or they only drink Jameson. Not to say anything bad about Jameson or anything like that. It's just, oh, you only drink sweet. So, it's just like all of these things get said and get thought, and we have no idea why we're even thinking it. So, there are a lot of drinks out here that have tequila in it, but it's just because that's what we sell. Like Mexico is right there. So obviously we would sell more agave.
The big agave state.
And we have a heavy Latino population, thank God. But so all of these things contribute to, I know, for the people out there who believe in them. But the point is, we have all of these things that could be bringing us together, especially being in this country, but we get so caught up on trying to say what someone should or shouldn't be doing that we don't even realize you can have those things in common just over, you know, a glass of whiskey or a beer.
Yeah. I feel like it's that we're in this weird period of time where people feel like they're racing towards this identity. And whatever is attached to that is all of the things that make you who you are. And where it's scary how hard it is to find a diversity of opinion. And the vilification,
Work for me.
of both of them,
Yeah.
of the other, of whatever is something that you don't believe. It can be so hard. And like a lot of my family is very conservative, is still very religious. And while it was a big struggle for me when I was younger, nowadays I'm so grateful for it because I can walk into a room and I can hold conversations with people and know how to not align personality traits to opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, there are obviously, that is not true for everyone.
Right.
There is some commonalities.
Yeah.
Shitty opinions that really shitty people. Yeah.
But like, it's more so like, okay, let me hear you out and hear where this is coming from, because it's just because you have this opinion doesn't mean that you are aligned with all the other people I've met.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think, I don't know, not to like talk about politics. I'm sure you're going to edit all this out.
No. I already know how to bring it back.
Yeah. Great.
Did you have a thing? Because what I was thinking, I can still say regardless of what it was that you were.
No, let's. I'm already. I have such bad conversation ADD.
No, you're fine. No, I'm just saying, like, for anyone wondering, like, oh, you're talking about politics, bring it back to what we're here for. Okay, so let's say both of you are whiskey drinkers, and he only drinks gin.
Yeah.
And then I only drink, vodka or some other, shit like that. So are we not supposed to be able to sit at the same bar? Are we not supposed to be able to have a drink together regardless of what we drink? Yeah. Regardless of how we like it. Some people, how many times have we all had someone come up and be like, oh, I can't have tequila. You wouldn't like me if I have tequila. I don't like you now. You don't know what you want. What do you mean? I will say
every drunk decision I've ever made that I've regretted has been a tequila night.
There you go.
I drink a lot.
That's fair enough.
There are really specific times when I drink tequila.
And that's fair. That's fair. Some people make it their whole personality, though.
Yeah.
Like the way you said racing towards it. It's like, why are you like the old military term, hurry up and wait? Like, why are you racing to this personality trait that might not even be something you really believe in?
Yeah.
You just think that you're supposed to do it, or you want to be contrarian or something like that. It's like, just drink your gin and shut the fuck up. No one cares what you're drinking, bro.
When people make those statements, oh, you wouldn't like me, or whatever, I look at alcohol as like Colosseum for Captain America. It's like it only amplifies what you are.
Exactly.
If you were a shitty person, then it's just it's not that alcohol makes you a shitty person. It just amplifies your shittiness. Yeah.
You're just a lot of fun on tequila, but you can't handle the amount of fun.
If you're angry when you're drunk, then you're just an angry person.
I am.
You get really slutty and horny. Well,
what's that phrase? Drunk words or sober thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one of the main times I ever heard that was from a guy with a drinking problem who was very abusive, and I was like, you shouldn't be talking to me about drunk mind, sober thoughts.
Yeah.
Because whoever you are right now sober is not who you are drunk.
Yeah.
So, like, really, what are you trying to say? Like, I get the whole drunk mind, sober thoughts. It all, like he said, it makes you more of who you are, but really it just takes down those barriers that we normally have whenever we're trying to have a conversation.
Yeah.
So, instead of focusing on the spirit that got you there, focus on whatever it is in your life that you should be improving to make yourself a better person no matter what you drink, no matter where you are and no matter who you're drinking around.
I feel like that's such an important too, like, especially when you're starting out bartending or starting out in the liquor industry, it's such a long journey of figuring out, like, your relationship to alcohol. For me, I'll just speak for me personally, I have to check in about it almost every day.
Yeah.
And say, like, what I tolerate, sorry, Mike, what I tolerate and what I can drink or why I'm drinking might change every day. And I might make mistakes when I'm drinking. And is that because of the alcohol or is that because of, like, my own mental health? And I think that's one of the things that's hard when you're first starting, or even as a rep, a lot of it, as soon as you walk into a bar, as soon as you walk into work, there's a shot in your well, there's a shot in front of the bartender. Yeah. And it's that sort of like, hello.
Yeah.
And I'm someone who is always going to say hello.
You don't want to be rude.
Hello, hola,
hello.
Konnichiwa. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's like one of the, because I've been doing this. I've been drinking. I didn't start drinking until I was like 25.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Damn. Well, I grew up Mormon.
Oh. Okay. Now I was just laughing at the way you said it. You're like, I've been drinking.
Okay, Beyonce. No, but so like I didn't grow up around it. In fact, this is so embarrassing, but I was that girl in high school who would drive to the drunk party and get people to leave.
Oh, wait, what?
I would show up and be like, please leave. It's not worth it. Do you have a safe drive home?
Oh no.
So fucking embarrassing. Like if you want to look up cringy, it's like me in high school.
You would like show up to be people's DD. Like you didn't have.
And I mean, there was like a lot of, I do feel really strongly about like not partying when you're underage. Like, but it's also, it had this weird seismic effect where when I did start drinking, I didn't have any examples of like a healthy relationship to alcohol.
Yeah.
And so, and I also am someone who very, very rare, only now have I started getting hangovers.
Oh, shit.
So I could drink whatever the fuck I wanted.
I remember those days.
How much I wanted to, and be up and chipper at 8 in the morning. So I was living with no consequences.
God bless you.
Those were the days.
Yeah. I don't feel like I didn't have that.
Now it's only like rum fucks me up.
Okay.
I think because it's so much, it's the sugar cane.
Sugar,
yeah, but I mean, I'll still
What
drink
was your first alcoholic drink?
My first alcoholic drink was port wine.
Oh,
actually.
Wow. That's pretty
I dated so ironically, when I was in high school, my high school sweetheart was a Scottish guy.
Okay.
And his dad was Scottish, and I was still dating him when I left the church. Or I had like this on again, off again relationship with the church, you know, like I was young, figuring out who is God.
Who am I? What's our religion?
I told him I wanted to like learn a little bit about alcohol, and he sat me down. My boyfriend's dad sat me down, and he was like, "Listen, we're not gonna do Jello shots in this house." He was like, "I'm gonna teach you how to drink," and he poured me a little glass of port wine, told me all about port, told me how it's made, had me sip on it, made me promise him I would never take a Jello shot.
Did you keep the promise?
No, dude, I keep my word. No, absolutely not. I can fuck up a Jello shot at any time of the day.
I was like, didn't we all take them at Art Beyond the Glass?
Indeed, we did.
Wait a minute.
Jello shots get a bad rap.
They do.
I'm very much one of those people. I'm like, if it's fucking yummy, I'm gonna take it. Not drugs. But anyway, yeah, so technically it was port wine, and so I had a little bit of port wine, and he poured me a little bit of scotch. Unfortunately, I don't know what the scotch was, because it was after that I went back into the church. I went to BYU. I had this it was this weird time, and then I fully left, but I still didn't really drink. And it's interesting that just because it wasn't a habit that I had, like, it's not that I had anything against it. Like in college, I would drink at parties sometimes, like, because I was in improv. Like improv kids are crazy.
Oh,
Theater kids.
I did improv in college as well. There was a lot of
the parties are great. They're full. I mean, they get exhausting because everybody's just doing bits the whole time. And you're like, do you have a personality?
Yes. Everyone's always trying to make a joke out of something.
Yeah. But
isn't that what we do?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we do? Inside the house, Rob.
Listen, call it out. You see it.
Inside the house.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Literally. I mean,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was with the mic.
I tried to make whooping ass funny earlier. We
Yeah.
make fun of everything here. Absolutely.
Crazy.
Nothing's sacred.
No.
Even God. Just kidding, Mom. My mom's not gonna watch this. She's gonna watch it. Oh, man.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
The things you think people won't watch are the things that happen.
We heard you were on.
No, my parents are sweet. They're very supportive now, but I had my first beer in front of my parents. Just for context, I left the church when I was 18. I'm now 35.
Okay.
I had my first beer in front of my parents because we were camping. And I was like, you know what?
Fuck it.
I haven't been in the church for 15 fucking years. Like, I have had a whole fucking life. Like, I very much pivoted into like, I'm not going to get shit faced in front of you.
Yeah.
And I try not to curse in front of my parents still. Like, my dad doesn't give a fuck, but, I like went to the little corner store and I bought a beer and I just opened it, started drinking it, didn't say a word. And my dad commented on it and then started telling me all these like crazy stories about like, he grew up in this like tiny desert town and it's called Safford in Southern Arizona. Like this tiny mining desert town. So he did crazy fucking shit as a kid. So he starts telling me all these crazy stories.
Really?
Do you really? Why do you know Safford?
We met in Arizona.
Yeah.
We both lived there for a long
Where?
time. We met in Phoenix, but when we bartended at a bar in Phoenix like 10 years ago. But I lived in Phoenix.
In Gilbert.
Gilbert?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But
I've
Gilbert
lived all now
over
is so different than how it was when I grew up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That whole strip that's all like bottle service and they like throw up in the garage door, that was all Mormon owned, like family little mom and pop shops.
I used to drive through there when it was that.
Yeah.
And then a couple years later, I went through there and saw how it changed. I was like, holy.
It's so weird.
Gilbert's different
Yeah.
now.
Gale Center Theater was my first job and I got fired because I put out a tip jar.
What?
I was an usher,
Yeah.
a theater usher, because I couldn't sing. I can sing in my car, but
It's the best place to do it.
yeah, listen, get enough drinks in me and I'm a star.
Not behind the wheel. Not behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Dude, I was singing Keisha Cole the whole way here. Exactly. Yeah, I was having the time of my life. But yeah, I was the theater usher and I would sell concessions during intermission and I put out a tip jar.
Yeah.
And the lady who made the schedule, she was like, you can't be doing that. You can't put out a tip jar because it's seen as like cheap. I was like, I like money.
Figure.
God forbid.
You know what looks cheap? People complaining about
Tip jars?
Yeah.
That's what looks cheap.
Yeah.
We're not paying you enough, but I don't want you to let them know it.
Also, I was technically 15, so you're breaking the law by hiring me, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this
Is
money.
the statute of limitations up on that? Yeah, let's go double
I don't
check
know.
that real quick. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm way too much of I'm such a like a teacher's pet almost. Like I hate being in trouble. And I'm a full-ass adult. But I can't handle it. Like when I worked at 7 grand, I also will cry so easily. Just start crying. And it's like not something I can control. I will talk to you like this. I will be completely coherent. I will be very rational, but my face will be soaking wet. Like my tears will be running, my nose will be going. And I had a lot of like growing pains is how I will call it at 7 grand, where like it was a very high-end cocktail bar. Like we do things very strategically in this precise kind of way. And I was faced with a lot of like, I hadn't like earned my stripes. And whenever they would sit me down to give me like work performance reviews,
oh no.
and it was so fucking embarrassing. Because I was sitting there and I was like, this looks so bad. I know this looks bad. I know this looks like I can't handle it. I can handle it.
Yeah.
This is a trauma response.
I'm taking the feedback.
Actively in therapy. I'm so bad at it still. It's coming, I think it's coming from a military household. Like, there's just something about like not letting people down who are like authority figures.
Yeah. Military and Mormon.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
Double whammy.
Yeah,
So I get really drunk.
And, another trauma response.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's circle back to like checking in on your relationship with alcohol.
Yeah.
Really
Definitely
important.
Bartenders, we have to consistently do that, I think.
Yeah.
Because you have the bartenders that, go on their breaks and they go get like one shot. It's like, all right, cool. You come back a little loosey-goosey. But you come back and I've seen people go on their 10-minute break and they run through like 3 or 4 shots of vodka. And I'm just like, one, that's just like a lot of vodka, but also like in like a 10-minute break. And they get back within the 10 minutes. So I'm just like, whoa. Yeah. I used to see that, not current at my current location, but a previous bar I worked at, we were near Islands. Islands restaurant.
Islands, like the burger place?
Like the what?
The burger place?
Yeah, like the burger place. And so like
they have really good chicken sandwich.
They do. They do. Every once in a while I would go in there, and I think this is the original Islands. Is over on like Pico, near like West Side Tavern. But anyway, their people would come in on their breaks, and they would just get hammered real quick. And come back. And I was like,
yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Do I need that break or good?
No, just keep going. We're about to wrap it up anyway.
Already?
Oh shit.
Okay. So one of the phones died. And
this is just
do you want to be my buddy?
Yeah, we'll hang out. Yeah, let's do this.
I feel like I've had more Angels Envy than anyone.
Oh no, he's going
right here with you. Right here with you, player.
Yeah.
Well, but this I can edit out, so this isn't a problem.
Oh, okay, great.
But we do still need to do red flags. Because your phone ran out of space.
Oh, it did run out of space.
Yeah.
I had one more Angels in Me question before red flags. If you have time. Yeah.
You're out of frame, Nando.
I want to be.
You want to be?
For this.
Okay.
Like, let's just be her for now.
Yeah, so basically, I was reading about like how, is it true Angels Envy kind of innovated the whole second finish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
that is true.
What is that? If you could like just elaborate on that.
So our original master distiller, the father of Angels Envy, his name is Lincoln Henderson.
Yeah.
He's someone who worked in so many different whiskeys you've heard of. He's responsible for Gentleman Jack, Jack Single Barrel, Woodford Reserve.
Yeah.
He worked for Brown Forman for a really long time, but he always had a deep love of Scotch. And finishing is a huge practice in Scotch.
Okay.
And just like for anyone who's watching this who doesn't know, which is great, like ask all the questions all the time, always. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
But the difference between aging and finishing is aging is when you first distill a spirit. It's the first thing that spirit, the first barrel that spirit meets is what it is aged in.
Gotcha.
So that first time is called aging. If you take that spirit out of that barrel, put it into something else, that is called finishing.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot of different stipulations for a lot of different spirits all around the world. For bourbon specifically, it has been made for one way, heavily regulated for a very long time. And those regulations are important because they protected consumers from, especially after Prohibition, when people were just making whatever the fuck they wanted, and you would go blind for a good ass time.
Yeah.
So in the world of bourbon, you have to age it for a minimum of 2 years in newly charred American oak. And that American oak can fluctuate, the char level can fluctuate, however long it stays in the barrel can fluctuate. All of these different things are part of what makes distilling an art form, and part of what makes tasting different whiskeys so fun, because you get different flavors from different barrels, from different mash bills, from all those things. But bourbon has always been made in a very traditional way for that reason. People are very, very proud of the way that they make these spirits, and passed down in families for hundreds of years. It's protected with a lot of care. Lincoln Henderson wanted to finish bourbon because in Scotland, in Ireland, and all of these different places in the world, they finish spirits very freely. It's part of what expands their artistic language in the world of spirits. And because bourbon is such a regimented, I hate to use that word because it has a negative connotation, but because it is so specific in the way that it is made, they always said no. Everywhere he went, they said no. And so Lincoln Henderson retires, and they're at family dinner one night. It's a true story. And his son, Wes Henderson, approaches him and says, "Dad, you've always wanted to finish bourbon and no one's ever let you. I think we should do it together." And so they bought up a distillery. They bought up some bourbon and they started finishing it in port wine barrels. And when it first hit the markets, actually, it was very, people were really hesitant about it. It was met with a lot of like, this isn't how you do bourbon. This isn't how bourbon's made. Like, this isn't how it should be. Wow. But Angel's Envy really broke the barrier on what bourbon can be. And is still made in all of those traditional ways. Is still, our port wine finished bourbon is aged for 4 to 6 years in new charred American oak every time, and then finished for 6 to 8 months in port wine barrels. All of the triple oak is the same way. It's distilled, all of the ABCs of bourbon. It gets really specific and really complicated, and something that I won't get into here because I don't think we have the time. But it's now something that is a lot more common, and they're actually talking about expanding the definition or the rulings of what finished bourbon can be.
Oh, wow.
Bourbon is actually the most heavily regulated spirit in the world. It's really intense. Yeah. It takes a lot of focus, a lot of time, a lot of preparation. But that's also why I think, I don't know, I can like wax poetic about it. Like, that's why I really love whiskeys. That's why I think it's really important to like taste everything you can. And for me specifically, Angel's Envy, specifically the rye, it's why I wanted to bring you guys little mini rye bottles. The rye was the first whiskey I ever had that made me go, oh, I think I love whiskey.
Yeah.
And I think it's exciting. There's a lot of finished bourbon is on the market now. You'll see a lot of really good flavors out there. A lot of them are really yummy. Haven't tried all of them. I'm sure someday I will, but Angel's Envy is the first. And it's something that we're very, very, very proud of. And I feel so endlessly grateful that I get to talk about it all the time. It's my favorite part of the job.
I thought that was really dope, and I just wanted to give you a chance to like highlight that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really, really dope.
See that, Chris Corbin?
Get that way.
I wanted to ask you guys. There was a question that came up on my mind during the week. An interaction with the guest. Would you rather have common sense or a good tip?
Common sense or a good tip? Like in general?
Just pick either one when the guest comes up.
Who answers first?
Like, would you rather
have a guest who has common sense
knows
or a
what they
guest
want,
who is a good tipper?
or one that's like well, I might put you through the ringer and ask you
Common
questions,
sense.
but at least they're dropping 20 at the end of the tab.
Mm-mm.
Or somebody who's just like, well, here's $2 for this entire tab, but they knew exactly what.
I'm all about that money. I take every dumb question you've ever wanted. If you're gonna tip me 30%,
because there's some people that can just drag you through the fucking mud, and then they tip you like, fuck, was that worth it for my fucking sanity? I feel dumb.
Yeah. And I've also had really great customers who are really smart, who are really intelligent, who I had really great like interactions with, and then would tip $2 a drink.
Well, they must not.
And I was like, okay, look, I'm a great service.
I'm worth more than this.
They can't tip that well.
Yeah. Or there's this weird belief of like, oh, well, if I'm a really good customer, I don't need to tip very well.
Part of the pack.
Yeah. Guess what? I made your day better.
Yeah.
Rob, common sense or good tip?
Oh no, I said common sense.
Common sense?
Like immediately.
Good tip, common sense. I would say, fuck man, I think I gotta go common sense. I've said it before and I'm gonna say that is don't be fucking just don't double down.
Yeah.
I would appreciate
You're not
that
stupid.
No,
you can't. I feel like it's really, it's not impossible, but I do think it's really hard to be stupid and to be a good bartender.
I saw this and I think it perfectly captures me. I am both dumber and smarter than you. Never estimate me.
That's fair. You know, I will take the common sense person every time because, like, I can get through more common sense guests than I can that one person that keeps holding me up and is making all the other guests mad because I'm stuck on them and answering all their questions, and just so I can get like that tip in.
Yeah, I just started ignoring them.
Oh,
I would just be like, I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me go check on.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, I'll be right. 1 second.
Yeah, and then you know when they actually need you, you're like, all right, cool, let me come give you that.
I do think that that's something that women have in their like back pocket that I can pull out whenever. If I just like smile and flip my hair and pitch my voice really high, people are way more patient with me. Like, oh, this dumb little cute girl is trying her best.
Literally just a girl.
I've definitely seen my coworkers use that move, and I just like I don't have that move.
Look, listen, I'm going to use every card in my hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Develop your tool belt in the bartending world.
Yeah, you killed that shit, huh?
What's that?
Killed that shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
So give us your red flags for? We're gonna ask you two red flags for customers and red flags for.
Oof.
We can start to kind of like jog her something.
For customers.
Yeah. No, I know Rob, you had.
I always have them. I'm trying to think the most recent one. I think the person. I've been running into it more and more. It's the person that asks me to basically pick a drink for them or make a drink for them without any context. So just saying like, hey, we brought it up a lot here, but like I've been running into it more and more where they're just like, tell me what's good on the menu, and I
everything. That's why it's on the menu.
I have a perfect menu.
Yeah. Like I just give me some type of context for what you're looking for, and I will help you find it. And it's gotten to a point where like in me explaining that to a guest has offended them in a way where not like I'm saying it aggressively, but they'll be like, hey, can you just make me whatever, just make me like that, make that. Like they'll make me a martini. And so I ask my follow-up questions for martinis.
Yeah.
Do you want vodka? Do you want gin? Do you want it shaken? Do you want it stirred? Do you want it olives, blue cheese olives? Do you want a twist? And like
martinis are so complicated.
It's so much, there's a lot to making them like the martini. And so the person that is just, let me just get that martini. And I'm just kind of like, I can do that, but I also would prefer to try to help you find the martini.
Something that you like.
Yeah. And then just like, no, I don't care about that. Just make it.
Yeah.
And make it for me. And I was like, okay. And then now there's like this weird tension between us because I tried to help you. And
Okay, so, I have 2.
Okay.
And they're both weird. I'm shedding.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. First, so weird. A customer who is banging on the counter while they're waiting.
Or snapping at you.
Not even at me, even if it's like to the beat, who just like I've had so many guys who just like come in and while they're waiting are just like looking around and banging, and then as soon as you talk, they're like, it's like so aggressive.
Whoa.
There's a guy on TikTok who makes it like that, where he's like the blue collar guy coming into the bar. He's like, let me get him in on like, let's go, fucking thirsty.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, why are you slamming on the bar?
Why? Like, that immediately makes me want to cut you off.
You've already had enough.
Yeah, you're done. And then my second one is women who won't order from female bartenders.
Women
that won't?
That won't. Oh, yeah. It's always girls who are looking for free drinks.
Oh.
Every time.
Oh, okay.
That happened to me constantly at $7,000.
Really?
Oh, all the time. Girls wouldn't want to order for me because I also worked with guys who would never charge cute girls for anything.
Oh.
And it would drive me nuts.
Okay.
I'd be like, no. Like, you don't charge your friends. This girl doesn't give a fuck about you.
At all.
I charge girls.
Equality.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. I mean, I also just, I've been in bars and like, it's not cute to me when a guy like doesn't charge me unless we've like been chatting and there is like an energy, then like, sure. But if I'm just like some random bozo,
like I'm just reading my book, bro. Like
it's like I'm not gonna fuck you because you gave me a free drink.
But let him keep thinking that so he can keep.
But also, oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, it was a great margarita.
No. I think those would probably be my biggest two.
I have one that combines the two, so that we go to your coworkers.
Yeah.
For customers / coworkers, it is call them freshman bartenders that have been bartending for maybe a year. The ones that either went to bartending school or have just have this regiment or whatever they went through. Really know it all almost, because it's like they gain so much knowledge so quick. They did. For example, the event we had last week, I had some people come in. They worked at one of the casinos, I think in Inglewood or somewhere down south. And the one dude was like, "Hey, how much is your pour here?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. Why?" Yeah, it tasted a little short.
Tasted short.
And I know he was lying because I have a heavy hand when I pour. So I knew that shit wasn't fucking short. It's like, so I got to chat him a little bit. It's like, "Oh, do you work with so-and-so?" The other girl that I had talked to, like, yeah, we work at the same place, both working for a year. And in my mind, I'm like, that makes sense. That's why you think you know that was under when it wasn't, because my 2 ounces, I have a pretty heavy hand. Not on purpose. It's just, but my count's usually good.
Customers who like count as you pour.
Yeah. I've never run
into you don't know what I'm counting to. You don't know if I'm doing 1.5, 2, 1.75. Like.
You also like maybe I have a really slow jigger or pour spout.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know my pour spouts here. I know how they pour. So that to me is like a red flag. It's like, oh, you're such a freshman.
That's such a good one.
Bless your heart.
Like red flag for a coworker.
Yeah.
Would probably, again, weird, but coworkers who like slam bottles back in the well.
Oh.
every time I'm like, cool, so you can't handle even a little bit of pressure.
Why are they slamming bottles in the West?
Have you ever had a real problem in your life? Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had a psycho coworker bartender that used to do that when he was mad and he was on production and you just hear everything slamming around.
Everything's slamming. It's all dirty.
Don't slam shit.
Yeah.
Don't slam.
Because now if it breaks, now we gotta replace that bottle.
Yeah.
It might be glass. Now we gotta burn the well just to be safe.
Dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, what the
You're
fuck?
also a grown ass person. You're
Yeah.
throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Go take five.
Get help.
Take a fucking walk.
Yeah.
Guess what? You get to clock out at the end of the day and none of these problems follow you home.
It's fine.
They don't.
Go take a smoke break.
My other big red flag is this is kind of, I guess, a later flagging red flag, but coworkers who only talk about work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you not have anything interesting to say?
Outside of here.
Like, the world is so wide and so vast.
They only talk about work. Yeah.
And all we can talk about is how much you hate your schedule.
Well, that also tells me that it's like, well, we don't really connect. Our only connection is work. So stop trying to be my friend. I don't want to keep talking about work.
Yeah.
So let's just clock out, and then
It's fine.
we don't need to keep talking about work unless like it's a whole group thing where it was just one bad shift.
Right.
Sure, but like clearly we aren't
There's a
gonna be
difference
friends.
between like an after shift when you're like closing up the bar and everybody's having a beer and you're like shooting the shit, you're like, oh my god, that guy's set. But like,
Or you see him out at brunch and you're like, yeah, so that one shift. It's like, dude, I'm fucking 12 mimosas deep. What are you doing?
Yeah.
why are we talking about this at
What are you?
brunch?
Like, do you not have it? Like you said, do you not have anything else to talk about? Like we're not meant to be friends. So stop trying to force it.
It gets like, it's giving people who just like go home and like shut down like a robot and then start back up when they're at work. Like that's, if you're like one of those like delivery robots, then sure.
Yeah.
Like, we can talk about work all the time. That's all you do. But again, this is at most a 10-hour shift.
Yeah.
You have 14 hours in your day.
What else you do?
You had to watch something, seen a funny video, like
Anything.
had an original thought.
Fucking anything.
God damn, we live in one of the coolest cities in the world. How did you get here?
Yeah.
Do you want to stay here? Are you gonna travel anywhere? Like,
Fucking check Citizen app. That could give you a bunch of talking.
right? Yeah. There's a guy with a broadsword outside.
Do we fear him? Should we bring a gun? I don't know.
There are 67 registered, I couldn't even get the word out. Registered sex offenders in your area.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yikes.
100% and
Yeah. I tried to do a drive-by. It did not work.
Would you like to offer a red flag?
I think I am a red flag at this point.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. I am the flag.
Awesome.
Anything else? My soundboard is connected for some reason. So
I'm having so much fun chatting with you guys.
This is great.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, just like a man, I gotta jump in on her screen time now.
I'll give you that.
But thank you again, Cassy, for coming on. Really appreciate you.
Oh my god, I love
And
you
thank you
guys.
to Angels Envy as well.
Thank you, Angels and B.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm gonna try to set it on fire.
And as always, guys, cheers
Cheers
to
to
the
the
staff.
staff.